Were Arsenal robbed? Rodri's stoppage time winner saw Manchester City go 11 points clear at the summit of the Premier League table, an 11th straight top flight win for Pep Guardiola's side. Gabby, your assessment of that earlier on?
So, luckily I was at the game today and working, and Arsenal first half are outstanding. You know, the intensity, the pressing, everyone was working for each other. When they counter-attacked in numbers. That's the best I've seen Arsenal play in probably 3 or 4 years. But Man City, they always find a way. You know, as much as Arsenal were 1-0 up at half-time, you always thought to yourself, this is Manchester City. You know, they've always got a chance of getting something back in the game.
How well are they playing City at this moment in time? I mean, for me, they're just almost... They've got deeper resources than everyone else. Are they almost outlasting sides at this moment in time?
But I think for me, I look at it and Brentford, they weren't at their best. Today, they wasn't at their best. But they're not going to beat every game. I think we've been spoiled by them beating teams 5-6 goals. We've been spoiled watching Manchester City. We expect it every week. Sometimes they're going to have off days like Mahrez, Sterling today, Bernardo Silva. They had off days, De Bruyne today. Every pass from the Man City players wasn't going to their teammates. But they dig in. They don't give up. Even at 1-1, I thought, you know, Arsenal will see it out. You've got Rodri in the box. You know, the defensive midfield, they're flying forward to try and get a winner, and they get it. 2
major VAR incidents. It will not work properly until we use it better, until we use it properly, until officials in our game use VAR more effectively. I'm not sure why Arsenal fans are complaining about Xhaka bringing down Bernardo Silva. That's a penalty. Both the penalties. Odegaard fouled in the first half. They're both penalties, but VAR only gives one of them.
That's always going to happen, isn't it? Because VAR is just another referee in Stockley Park having his opinion on the incident.
Subjective, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But when I looked at it 4 or 5 times on the screen in front of me, you can clearly tell that Ederson touches Odegaard's foot before he touches the ball. So it's a guaranteed penalty. So you can see how angry Arsenal fans are, because how can you go and then give maybe a soft penalty to Manchester City on the tug on Bernardo Silva? Both of them are penalties. So how can Arsenal... It doesn't make sense.
What were your thoughts on the performance of Stuart Atwell, the referee?
You know what? Watching the game live in the stadium, you can see why fans get so angry with referees and players. He booked Saka for coming over to him because Saka wasn't happy with a challenge. He was so card happy today. Even Gabriel, the second yellow card, did he have to send him off? Or did he want the statement of, you know, I've sent a player off? The ball boy didn't give the ball back, and he didn't show it on TV, but he walked over to the ball boy, Stuart Atwell, and he looked like he was going to book him as well. You know, it was just one of them games where me watching as a neutral, it looked like it was one-sided today. Everything was going in Manchester City's favours. Little decisions. First half, Nathan Ake was always pulling down Saka. What's the difference between that not getting a yellow card, but then Gabriel getting his second yellow card? But it wasn't a big foul. So I just think Arsenal were hard done by today, and there were a lot of fans who waited for an hour after the game to try and get to see the referee. They wouldn't leave. The stewards were forcing the Arsenal fans to leave. The Manchester City players couldn't come out and do the press for an hour because the fans wouldn't leave.
Let's hear from Femi. He's an Arsenal fan, been patient, want to give us a call on talkSPORT. How are you feeling after that defeat, Femi, today?
You know, usually after a defeat, you're downbeat and frustrated, but I must say this is one of the few games, and I can count them on one hand. I've been an Arsenal fan for over 40 years. I've been so upbeat after a defeat. I thought they were magnificent today, especially in the first half with the pressing and the way they played for each other. Tomiyasu at the right back was amazing today. Sterling didn't get anywhere, but just praise to the whole team. You know, I'm not going to talk too much about the refereeing decisions. We can go on about that all evening. We know the injustices, but the Arsenal team, you can see what Arteta is trying to do. You can see the process. I've always trusted in the process. It's not today. even, you know, I was so frustrated when we lost against United and everything, because I think they were there for the taking and we should have won. But I can see what it's trying to do. And Arsenal on the way up. And I'll be disappointed. I think we can finish in the top 6, definitely. But I'll be disappointed if we don't get top 4. But I can see what Arteta is trying to do. And I'm so proud of this team tonight. And I just want all listeners to hear that I'm so proud of this Arsenal team tonight.
I mean, Femi, I'll ask you, I mean, so often, sorry to cut across you, you know, you've had your belly tickled by the big boys. Liverpool toyed with you. You've been defeated by Manchester United. You were given a lesson. You've been given lessons previously by Manchester City. Are you closing that gap, though?
Definitely, we're closing that gap. I absolutely believe we're closing that gap. Definitely. I just feel with a few more additions, next year we'll be there. And the way he's got his own players in, and it takes time, but I believe this team is starting to gel, and they've got the self-belief, and that's going to take them a step closer. Honestly, within 2 to 3 years, we'll be challenging for the title. I firmly believe that we're going places.